Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be talking about what to pack for Disneyland with a toddler. I had made this video before. I didn't like it and I realized I need to make it again because I forgot certain things that I wish I would have brought with me, and here to talk about it. That way you don't make the same mistakes as I did. So the first thing that I will be talking about is the obvious, which is diapers and wipes. It is so important to bring diapers and wipes, but it is not also necessary if you go with people who also have toddlers. So we had actually forgotten our daughter's diaper bag at my sister's house. That's where we stayed when we went to California. We stayed in Fontana, kind of far from Disneyland, and we actually forgot her diaper bag. And thankfully though, we went with people, like I said, that have toddlers as well. That made it a little bit easier. We didn't have to worry about diapers anymore or wipes, but the only thing that we forgot in that diaper bag was an extra pair of clothes. And that is another thing that it is one of the most important things, I feel like. Not so much the diapers and the wipes, because there's also a baby station at Disneyland that they provide wipes and diapers for you, which I didn't know that, but I have a sister-in-law who works there and she's like, that's fine. They also have a baby station where I think it's next to the nursery. No, I'm sorry, the nurse's office at Disneyland. So they provide that for you, which I love that. It's a must to bring an extra pair of clothes, especially if you are coming with a budget, just because you'll save money. And thankfully though, the reason why I'm gonna put that kind of almost, I should put that as number 2, I think, because you'll be surprised. Your kid might get wet, okay? There was this area where we took our daughter, and because we were also tired, we were, there was people that came from Vegas, a different state, and so we had to drive far, especially if you didn't get a hotel around Disneyland. It's a lot of driving, so we were tired and we were like, you know what, let's take our kids somewhere where they can run around at the parks. And there's this at Disneyland, there's an area where you could take your kids to a certain playground, and also at Disney California, which is kind of by the Grizzly Bear area. It's really big, it's really nice, but they have an area where there's water on the floor. My daughter got so wet. She had so much fun, but she got so wet. I realized that I didn't bring the extra pair of clothes. I didn't bring pants. I brought her a shirt, but I didn't bring her pants because I was like, I don't think she's gonna need it.
Yeah.
I think she'll be fine. That was a mistake on my end. She actually needed that extra pair of clothes because she had a jacket, she had an extra pair of onesie. I just didn't bring a pair of pants because I didn't think that she was ever gonna get wet. I'm like, it's Disneyland California, most of the rides there are not for older kids, so it's fine. Yeah, I was totally wrong. I totally forgot to bring that. Thankfully though, if you go around the park, you're gonna find stores, and usually they have sweaters, shirts, whatever, but they don't have pants. But thankfully, I found an area where they were selling a pair of pants. They're a little bit big on her, but it's fine. I'll insert the video right here. It is stitch, they have the pants and they also have the sweater, and that's what I got her. But again, if you're going on a budget, I wouldn't suggest that. I would just suggest bringing your own pair. Another thing that I wish that we would have brought this trip to Disneyland was ibuprofen, because you would be surprised. Trust me, ibuprofen is such a must when you go to a theme park, especially because you're gonna be hot. There's gonna be people that are gonna get headaches. That was me. I ended up having a headache that day, so bad. It was actually a migraine. And the night before, I had went out with a friend of mine. We only had 2 drinks and that was it. But it was more so because I didn't get enough rest. The older that you get, you need your 8 hours of rest. I'm telling you right now, you need your 8 hours of rest. So it is so important to take ibuprofen, even little medicine for the kids, because you never know who's gonna get sick. And prior to that, I was watching a video of what to bring, and a mom suggested medicine. And it's funny because I didn't think that I was gonna need medicine. I'm like, it's fine, you know. But no, you need medicine because you never know who's gonna get sick. And that was me. I ended up having the worst migraine. Thankfully, they do have the nurse's office at Disneyland. So I went there. They gave me ibuprofen. But it was the small... So, it wasn't the one that I typically get, which is that 800 milligrams. They give you little ones, right? Like a small dosage. But, it still did the work though. At the end of the day, I did feel a little better. They gave me an ice pack, and they even also told me that I could lay down. And I ended up laying down on their beds. They have a lot of beds at the nurse's office, just because you'd be surprised how many people get sick at Disneyland. They get heat exhaustion, people's blood pressure goes low or high. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that get sick, they get nauseous. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I saw a few people there feeling the same as me. And yeah, especially when you're driving for hours to get to Disneyland. Yeah, you'll start getting sick, I'm telling you. That was something that I wish that I would have packed with me, was my ibuprofen. That way I don't have to. And also, I was gonna get my period and I forgot to pack my ibuprofen. Usually when I get my period, and I take ibuprofen sometimes if my cramps are really bad, because every time I get my period, I also get a migraine with it. So again, that goes to show you, like, please pack ibuprofen. Also pack pads. I packed some. I was ready for that because I knew that I was gonna get my period already, but I just didn't pack ibuprofen. So honestly, after a night of drinking, to pack ibuprofen or whatever medicine, electrolytes, whatever it is, I was not like hungover. It was more so that I was so sleep deprived, and also I was about to get my period. And usually 2 days before my period, or even 3 days, I start feeling sick. I get the symptoms of my period. Usually I'll start feeling nauseous. I'll start feeling lightheaded. I'll feel really weak before my period comes. So it was another thing why I felt really sick and super nauseous. So I couldn't even get on the teacups. I ended up getting on the teacups, but I was telling my man, please don't spin it. I'm ready to throw up. Like, I was already feeling sick, I'm telling you. So do not forget your ibuprofen. And this is something that I wish I would have packed. Another thing too that I didn't pack was a portable charger. And I wish I would have packed a portable charger. Not that we needed it, because I wasn't as much as on my phone, because a lot of my videos were coming from my camera. So I was recording a lot of the things with my camera. And if you do bring a camera, don't forget to buy extra batteries, because your camera will die on you. Like, I'm telling you, mine did, but thankfully I did pack batteries, so I didn't have a problem with that. That was something that I was prepared. This is a tip from me to you. If you are planning to go to Disneyland, don't go back to back, because that's something that we wish we didn't do. We're coming from a different state, so we went back to Disneyland. So Disneyland and then Disneyland California, and we all said this: we wish we would have had Disneyland and a day off, and then Disneyland California, just so that we can get our energy back and have the best energy when it comes to each part. So another thing, snacks. I did bring a bunch of snacks, and also the other parents, the people that we went to, We did bring snacks, so we were all sharing snacks throughout the day. And because we went with people that had toddlers as well, they gave us diapers and wipes just for that one day that we forgot our daughter's diaper bag. And even then, like, there's a baby station where we could have gotten diapers. So yeah, super important. But yeah, those are the things that I wish I would have packed, and I'm telling you guys, those are the most important things that you should be packing for Disneyland. Another thing, I know it's not a need, but if you have a daughter, buy her a little Disney princess dress before, you know, she goes to Disneyland. And trust me, every little girl was dressed as a princess, and I'm so glad that my daughter had a princess dress on her first day at Disneyland. She looks so beautiful. My mom actually had just cut her hair because her hair was growing like peso pluma. Like, it was growing so uneven, and so I told her to just cut it straight, not thinking that I had actually gotten her a Snow White dress. So she looked so beautiful. She looked the best. She was literally the best Snow White at Disneyland. She looked so beautiful. And it's so cute because every little girl that would pass by, sometimes like they would say hi to each other, and it's because they get so excited to see other little girls with dresses on. So I would suggest, and I would recommend you bringing your little daughter with a Disney princess dress, just to make it a little bit more magical. I know it's not a must, but it was something that I'm like, damn, I'm glad I gave her that experience. I wish I would have gotten when I was younger, and I'm glad that she did, you know, like, she went all out. She looks super adorable, and she loved it. Another tip that I would say when you're at Disneyland is take as many pictures as you can, especially get in line when it comes to them taking pictures with the characters. Something that I wish I would have done, but again, I wasn't feeling my best. I really wanted her to meet Minnie Mouse because right now she's super into Minnie Mouse, but we didn't. The line was very long. It was really hot. But now, thinking back, I wish I would have waited with her, just because it would have been such a beautiful moment, especially if she would have taken a picture with Snow White. But again, I didn't see Snow White throughout the park. My man actually saw her, but my daughter was already asleep. So yeah, she did get a picture with Pete, and you know, I didn't want her to get a picture with Pete, but either way, I was like, okay, it's fine. I wish I would have gotten her a picture with Pluto, Goofy, or Mickey Mouse, especially Minnie Mouse, because she loves Minnie Mouse right now. So yeah, that's something that I wish I would have done. Another tip that I can give you guys is get to the park like at 7:20, just because they do let people in early, especially that way that you don't have to wait in line for rides. That's what we kind of did. We got there super early, and we, you know, got into rides, and we didn't have to wait in line for rides at all. Like, we would wait for 30 minutes, sometimes even less. So that's a cool tip that I can give you guys, and I think that's the last one. Yeah, so far so good. Honestly, just have fun. It's gonna be so magical, especially seeing magic through their eyes is the best thing. Regardless if you're on a budget, trust me, it'll be so worth it to see your little one so happily, especially if they're going with their cousins or like friends. You know, it's so beautiful, and it was so worth it, and that I would love to do it again. My daughter will be 3 next year, so she'll be able to go in for free still. So yeah, I hope I can go next year. I know she'll have the best time. You'll have an amazing trip at Disneyland. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you.